Shalom Yom. We are beginning with Hashem's help a series of short classes on Passover, focusing on the laws and insights of Passover. Today we will focus on the prohibition of Chametz. The Torah says that during the entire holiday of Passover, a Jew may not eat any Chametz, leavened bread. The prohibition against eating Chametz has three aspects. One, we may not eat Chametz during Passover. Number two, a Jew may not own Chametz during Passover. And number three, one may not even derive benefit from the Chametz during Passover, such as selling the bread or giving it to pets and so on. What is Chametz? The definition of Chametz, leavened bread, is flour that was made from any of these five species of grain: wheat, barley, spelt, oats, and rye. Flour made of any of these five species of grain and then came into contact with water and was allowed to stand without any activity, this dough begins to rise. Once it begins to rise, then that's called chametz, that's called leavened bread. And so this is something that we need to stay away during the whole entire holiday of Pesach. The prohibition against chametz is so strict that even a product that has a small percentage of chametz in it is also prohibited during Passover. And therefore, when we go shopping, we have to make sure that all products that we buy for Passover should have a label saying kosher for Passover with a good, reliable, rabbinical hechsher. What is the reason of staying away and not eating chametz during Passover? Obviously, we do it because God commanded, but the mystics give this insight. When God took us out of Egypt on Passover, we became His people, and that was the birth of the Jewish people. And 50 days later, we were destined to get the Torah. So the Torah says that the first step in one's spiritual journey is to humble one's ego, because the ego is the source of all negative character traits. And Chametz represents ego, because Chametz rises and blows up, and it represents ego and arrogance. And therefore the Torah says you begin your journey clean, no ego, get rid of all the chametz. And so we begin our journey to become pure and to become refined and to become great people. Wishing you all the best. Take care.